Yeah, so if anyone's got questions, can we start answering them? I mean, there's one. I like your shirt. That's a good one. Yeah, the ladies in green will come and give you a mic. Is that one off as well? Yeah. You might as well just put the mic down at this point. Use your hand.
How has the availability of different platforms for video affected what you guys do?
I mean, we're pretty exclusively on YouTube. We deliberately didn't put up videos for a while. We wanted to do this just a while ago. YouTube wasn't very good. Hello? YouTube wasn't great back then. It was all 4:3 and standard def. And I really wanted to wait until it was HD and good looking before we started the show. And I wasn't in a rush at the time. But yeah, we're pretty much...
It's because he wanted people to see his face in HD.
It's mainly your face that's on the camera getting smashed with stuff, to be fair.
Fair point. That was the main thing.
Yeah, so I think YouTube is the best platform for us right now. Who knows about the future though? Who knows? Are we just gonna... Hey.
Are we just gonna pick people now? Go ahead.
Sure.
Have you guys ever wanted to actually blow something up in slow motion?
Yes. Well, yeah.
This is the slow-mo guys. We blow stuff up in slow motion.
Big stuff. What about really big stuff?
I mean, sure. The bigger the better.
Mythbusters did.
Like what, sorry?
Like how Mythbusters did.
I wish we had the budget of the Mythbusters, I tell you. We've actually, sometimes we get opportunities with brands and companies where they'll give us money to make a video so we can spend a lot on it. We did that with Battlefield. Dan blew up a giant building. The fireball was absolutely massive. I was framing it up and I was like, I guess it'll blow up here and the fireball will come up here. It absolutely annihilated the entire frame. Rained crap down on us. It was pretty good.
I also have something I recommend you guys should do is blow up a hot water heater.
Alright, blow up a hot water heater.
I mean, with blowing stuff up, it's quite limited because, like Gareth says, we mainly do it in the back gardens. So, yeah, unless we blow up someone's house or something like that, we're quite limited to what we can blow up. Although I have thrown a petrol bomb at my house, which was pretty close to...
While your grandparents were inside?
Yeah, they didn't know. They were just watching Countdown on TV or whatever it was, and then...
I love the idea of your granddad in his armchair. Just a wall of flames comes up on the window behind him. It's like, oh, I guess Gavin Danner at it again.
That happened, yeah.
He once wandered out, exclaiming, I just heard various explosions.
Yeah, he was like, oh, I've just come out to see what you're doing here. I was like, oh, nothing. We're in the middle of blowing a load of crap up, and he was like, oh, I've just been hearing various explosions. What are you doing out here?
He's great. So yeah, I guess we'll blow up our water heater. Like full of water, with water inside. Alright.
It launches like a rocket when you get it.
Good to know.
Go ahead. I mean...
Good morning. What would you say, it's a two-part question, what would you say your biggest contributing factor was to success? And then secondarily, what challenges do you see for the industry in the next 12 to 24 months?
What was the first bit again?
Do it one another.
Well, what we like to do, what I like to do with the channel is make stuff that's very relatable to a lot of people. None of our videos, I mean, if you skip all the talking, you don't really need to speak English to see the beautiful visuals. And I like showing stuff that everyone has seen at a normal speed, but they've never seen it in the way we show it. I think that's why Dan in the balloon, or like the giant water balloon works well, is because everyone's seen a balloon of water pop, but at the time, no one had really seen it slow down. No one had seen how fast the rubber moves compared to how slowly the water has to disperse after that. And stuff like that is very clickable.
Yeah, another contributing factor, I think, is the fact that we're very immature, but we have access to this amazing kit. So, I mean, there've been slow-mo videos out there before, but it's always been someone stuffy, just filming something, you know, scientific maybe, and then you get, like, me sitting in a giant balloon or being hit with, like, champagne or something, I don't know, and then it's like, oh, okay, cool. So it's a completely different sort of outlook on slow-mo, I suppose.
When we started, people of our age didn't have access to the kind of equipment we had, and that was a huge factor of it. Is that it had never been put in the hands of two idiots. And the biggest challenges for the next 24 months, I think is just, well, for us, we just have to stay ahead of the game. There's a lot of people with slow-mo cameras now, which is good. So I love seeing what other people do with it. And I think if we just keep getting the best camera and keep filming stuff even slower, we're good to go.
Just slower slow-mo, basically.
Slower mode, guys.
Slower-mo, guys, yeah.
Yeah, there was actually a documentary in the 70s, I think it was National Geographic, it was called The Invisible World. It was super fascinating, like basically everything that you couldn't see with your eye that was right in front of you. So, extreme microscopic, you know, electron microscope stuff is interesting. Slow-mo and time-lapse were a big part of that. Yeah, I think if we were to expand beyond slow-mo, it would be using technology to show more stuff that is right in front of us. Like there was, in that documentary, there was a feature on this insect of some, it wasn't an insect, it was microscopic, but it lives in the roots of your eyelashes. And that's the only place it is on your body, just like right in your eyelashes, and they're walking around and stuff. You're trying to see mine? Keep talking there. But yeah, that stuff's amazing. Like there's stuff all over us right now, it's so creepy. Well, let's do that. Let's do it.
Yeah, anything basically that's the thing about slow-mo, is that it's good to show people what is right in front of them, but they don't know exists, and that's, I guess, a good thing.
Creep people out.
Creep people out, yeah. Any more? There you go.
Hey.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, well, how you guys doing? And thank you for being here and sharing this with us. I really appreciate it. One thing that I wanted to ask you is, where do you see yourself and your channel 2 years from now?
Well, I mean, hopefully people will still watch our videos, and yeah, keep finding us.
We hope to make more of them. There's a lot of, well, the way we release videos, we put out one every 3 or 4 weeks, which is not very often for a channel with the amount of subs we have. We have about 8 million subscribers, and it's not a full-time job for either of us, whereas most channels with that many subscribers, that's their full-time job. We both have other jobs. I work at Rooster Teeth, and Dan is in the army in England. So we really only film times a year. We just shoot 5 or 10 episodes at a time. Hopefully, a couple of years from now, we'll actually be living in the same country.
Yeah, I've quit now, just waiting on coming over here and being able to film more. So hopefully we can put out videos more often, and you know. And
that will help us get more topical stuff done. Like sometimes something might go viral online, like a funny GIF or a funny video. And if we can be, you know, right there ready to go to film it in slow-mo, then you can sort of use the relevance of that video to make a new video.
Exactly.
Very helpful.
Also,
if we're not going to see each other for 4 months, it's kind of difficult.
Also means that usually when I come over, we've got like a limited period of time to film, so we'll just smash up some stuff in the back garden, or maybe do one big shoot. But if I'm over here all the time, it means that we can do a larger scale of stuff. So like we could, like, I don't know, rent a wrecking ball or something.
Yeah.
Or like...
That would be cool. I mean, not in my back garden though.
Exactly. I mean, we could rent somewhere out and do some bigger stuff if I'm here all the time.
Yeah, our shoots are super rushed, because we're trying, like, that's why there's always pieces of other video in the backgrounds of the video that we're doing. Like we just blew something up and haven't tidied it up yet, kind of thing. Yeah, maybe we'll fix that. People like grapes.
What's the most interesting thing that you filmed but not put out?
Interesting thing we filmed and not put out.
I mean, we've not put out stuff for several reasons. Either like blood and gore accidentally, or like...
Yeah, we were once going to do a... If you've been to RTX, we showed the footage of this. We never put it online because it would probably get flagged for gruesomeness. We're going to do a bar fight with those prop movie bottles, like breakaway sugar glass, where you can safely, you know, hit glass bottles over each other's heads. The first one I picked up I thought, oh, I'll just test this on Dan's head.
Yeah. What was that about? Basically, it was so ridiculous because he was like, we didn't even like bother breaking one. We were like, well, we got 20, we need to save them. So he was like, yeah, sugar glass test 1. Straight on the back of my head, nearly knocked me clean out because there was like a defect in the bottle and it was like about an inch thick at the bottom.
Basically, when they were molding it, I guess they put in too much of the resin or whatever, and it all sunk to the bottom of the bottle. It was the only one like it, and it was thicker than an actual glass bottle. So I smashed it around the head and it cut the top of it.
Hard as he could, nearly knocked me out. And I had like a cut and a bend in my ear where it split it in half. It looked like a pork scratching at the time. Like a bloody pork scratching. And yeah, so we haven't put that one out.
Yeah. It was gruesome.
I mean, that's interesting, huh?
Yeah, we like to keep a pretty family-friendly style, so we don't really swear in our videos. Well, Dan swears all the time, I just have to bleep it. But blood spewing everywhere, we can't really get around that. Looks like we got a few over there at the back.
At the back?
There? Yes. The worst thing that's happened while we were filming.
It depends on your point of view.
Sometimes Dan forgets to press the button.
No, I don't forget. Well, it's because what happens is, right, no, listen, what happens is, right, we're doing something incredibly dangerous, and I'm doing the actual shot, right? He's hidden behind a tree 30 meters away, expecting me to do this shot, concentrating on what I'm doing and not dying, and then running to the camera in time and pushing the button while he's just hiding there, like,
Well, sometimes,
and then if I miss the shot, he's like, you idiot.
There was a shot we were doing where there were two phantoms on it, so I was on one, and I was relying on Dan to leg it to the camera. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So we set up a laser to burst some balloons because it's like this really powerful laser. We had them black balloons and it just pop, 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 pop. And I was racing them, so I had to run from like the edge of that table there to the other one as fast as I could, around, and then push the button.
And my instruction to you was run to the camera, press the red button.
Right. Because we had a blue laser, I was wearing protective eye stuff that was red to counteract the blue. So I ran around and I was like, got to the camera, I was like, where's the red button?
Yeah, to the bare eye, it's just like a one bright red button. With those goggles on, they just all look identical.
Yeah, I was like, they're all orange, where's the red one?
So in the footage, you see Dan run up to the camera and go. And we can only record for about 4 seconds. So if you don't stop the camera within 4 seconds of the event, it just records over it.
Whereas Gavin just sat like this. Yeah, you run, yeah, that's cool.
So that was, I mean, we have incidents like that where we lose the shot. But the worst thing, I mean, you got injured. You poured hot oil on yourself. That was an accident.
Yeah, that was years ago.
But I think we've been pretty lucky with nothing too bad has happened. We bicker a lot. It usually puts some strain on our friendship. But as soon as we get that sweet shot that we're after, it's all fun and games again. So, yeah, not too bad. You there with sunglasses on your head.
Okay, so how did you guys meet?
How old are you?
Me, I'm 14.
Bit of the deepest 14-year-old voice ever. Everyone listen, make yourself conscious, go on.
So where did you guys meet and where did you originally see, when you started the channel, where did you originally see it going in the future?
Well, we went to the same school. I would say I was aware of you when we were about.
Yeah, you thought I was a knobhead.
Wow, we just didn't know each other at school.
Yeah.
Then we both got a job at the same supermarket. So I was stacking fruit and veg, and you were over on fresh
foods,
like ready meals.
Repping the fresh foods.
And I was a big fan of Halo, and I found out that Dan also played Halo, and then we bonded over video games. And I don't know if you know much about Rooster Teeth. Rooster Teeth is the company I work for in Austin. They wanted to hire me, but it's very difficult for an English person to come and work in the US. You need a visa, and I didn't have a degree, which is a nightmare if you're trying to get a visa. Get a degree if you can. I haven't used one ever, but it would have been very useful. So there's a visa called an O1 visa, which is the one I have right now. And the little subtext to that is alien of extraordinary ability. So I basically had to prove that I could do something that couldn't easily be found within the US. So I had to basically become well known for something. And I was already working with these high-speed cameras. So I thought I'll start a YouTube channel and try and become famous enough to qualify for an O1 visa so I could go and work in the US. So a lot of people, when they start a YouTube channel, say, oh, you know, I was just doing it, I didn't expect the fame from it. And for us, it was exactly what I was hoping for, weirdly. And obviously, by the time I qualified for the visa, the channel was doing pretty well on its own, so we never stopped. We just kept going.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. So we hoped for the fame, and thankfully, thanks to people like you, we got it. You bet.
Do you guys happen to have a high-speed camera sitting around and decided to start a YouTube channel? Or
Yeah, I worked in the film industry in the UK. At the time I started doing it, there were only two Phantoms in the UK. There was an American company, and the company I worked with, had both of them. So we pretty much had the monopoly on slow motion in the UK, sort of around 2004, 2005. So pretty much if you saw slow-mo on TV, it was us who did it. And then the recession happened in, was it 2008? Yeah. And we were working less, and I thought, why don't you just let me borrow the camera and we'll start shooting stuff. So we actually started shooting in 2008, just goofy little videos. We didn't start the channel until 2010. But pretty much, yeah, we just had one lying around, and I was lucky enough and trusted enough to borrow it. It's a very expensive camera, so I had to put in the time before the guy who owned them allowed me to take them and start blowing stuff up in Dan's backyard.
And we just actually rinsed it.
How about you?
Me?
Yeah.
Hi, my name's MK. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
So since your channel is really doesn't really need a niche community to enjoy it, like everyone can find it interesting and get something out of it. I think it's it looks pretty and there's some science behind it, and I think that's really cool. But you said your only platform's YouTube, but I've seen your videos come up on Facebook, random radio post pages. Do you guys have a constant problem with freebooting? And
Yeah.
If so, how do you go about reporting that? Because I run a website that's called Stop Freebooting Now, and we get reports of when someone finds a freebooted video, and then we contact the creator and get people to retweet it and report the video.
Wow, you're doing amazing work for us. Yeah, well, that's a huge issue for us, is that typically just the slow motion moment from a video is so shareable.
Yeah.
We'll see it re-uploaded to Vine and Facebook, and I know Destin from Smart Everyday has the exact same problem, where sometimes you'll see your video on YouTube has 5 million views, but it has 18 million views re-uploaded on Facebook, and it's painful to see.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's very difficult to get stuff taken down, especially in a reasonable amount of time. Especially with Facebook, it takes forever.
One thing that's nice though is that usually if a video like that is on Facebook, then our fans who know who we are will just be give credit to the Slow-Mo guys, this is their video, blah blah blah, and they'll sort of stick up for us, which is really nice.
Yeah, that's really the best we can ask from people is,
yeah.
Well, I mean, we don't even ask at this point. I think Destin and other people have done a great job of encouraging that. So when you see a video that's been re-uploaded by someone else who doesn't own it, and everyone in the comments is saying, yeah, go and check out the Slow-Mo guys, that's awesome. It's a huge help.
It's cool.
Excuse me real quick. When you get chosen, will you wait for one of the young ladies to bring you a microphone so that everybody can hear you? Thank you.
Sure.
So do you just want to pick people who have their hands up for us?
Hi there, thank you. Is this?
Yeah.
So when you first got started, you were posting the YouTube videos. How did you did people already know who you were so they were watching it? Or how did you market and get your, really your content going and getting more subscribers when you were just first putting videos up?
We were about 20 videos in before the channel took off. The video that went viral, the first one that went viral was the giant 6-foot balloon video full of water. So we were typically getting about 18 to 20,000 views per video.
Yeah, we got 40,000 views on one video once, and we were like, oh man, that's amazing.
Yeah, so it was early days.
So you didn't market it?
No, we were just sort of hoping that eventually one would take off, and the giant balloon got 2 million views in a day. Share.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. For more videos, click on the screen and visit my website for cool merchandise.